Okay, I've did videos in the past about ADTX. It's been a really good trade for my system. I'm going to show you guys the ins and outs. I'm not trying to give you guys financial advice, tell you guys to buy a particular stock. So when I make these videos, do keep in mind, I do alert in my Discord. I tell you guys exactly when I get in and get out, and I try to look for like just really good setups, right? I don't trade based on board. If there's just no setup, then there's no trade. ADTX has made a great setup potential here, and if you look at these levels here, you can see right in here we left the EMA 10 and the 5. The purple's my 5, the 10 is my yellow. And what I look for is a bounce idea. That's all I'm looking if it's in a downtrend. Bigger cap stocks, I look for trading with the trend. Whereas this is going to be a bounce idea. We went from 34 cents and we go all the way down to this lower ATR4. And we get that bounce idea right here. And as you can see, where does it reject? Right on that EMA 5. It hits the 5 and it rejects down. And now we're just in a consolidation pattern. Just like when I made a video about Hollow and it pumped over 100%, this is the same kind of pattern that we're seeing, right? Consolidation all up in here. So I'm definitely eyeing this one. I know that a lot of people hate this stock. I particularly don't because I made good money on it. But as you can see, when price comes away from the EMA 5, if it don't touch the EMA 5 in roughly, 5 to 7 days, it's long. And so when we had this price come away from this EMA 10, come all the way down to this lower green band, which is my Keltner channel. If it ever touches it, it's extremely oversold. And that's how I extinguish like these dead cat bounces. So from this area, from the lows to this is a 30% gain. I'm always looking for 10% potentials. That gives me my 10%. Hits that lower ATR4, hits the EMA 5, goes slightly above it, and guess what algos do? Sell orders, bring the price back down, and that's what we're getting right here. I think this is definitely due for an EMA 20. Now, hear me out on this. I think we're due for a big pump here all the way up to EMA 20, 64%. This EMA 20 is going to go down each day. So you can't just base it on, oh, I think it's due just based on that alone. I have to see other patterns. One, I'm seeing consolidation forming. I'm not seeing sellers take it down anymore. It's just going in a sideways motion. That means they're probably worn out. They're probably like, what is another overinflated stock that we can short? If you look at this EMA 20, this is insane, right? And I played this thing all throughout. ADTX has been one of my favorite trend reversals, even though lots of people lost money on it. Just remember, always take the 10% gains. Anything more it gets you is a cherry on top of the ice cream. Rated up in here was 809 of 2024. This is the last time we touched the EMA 20. And you might ask, why the heck is that so important? Because I can promise you price will revert to the mean. Price will catch up to the EMA, or the EMA 20 will catch up to price. And that's what it's saying is, no matter what, we will revert to the mean, but you better get out of the trade when it does that. Like, for example, when we see price hitting this EMA 50, it's a big reselling point because that's a bigger EMA. Hits it, rejects, and all throughout here. So, 809 is the last time we have touched the EMA 20. So you do 909, 1009, 1109, 1209. We are on 4 months and almost 5 months. If it goes to January 9th, that would be your 5th month. So I don't want to base my trade just based on that. I understand this is a very heavily diluted stock. Any stock that doesn't hit the EMA 20 in a very long time, it's very heavily diluted. But I have to take into consideration that this thing is due for a nice bounce. And I would definitely not be bearish at this point. We have consolidation coming. Price is getting boring out. A lot of people probably forgot about this stock or just pissed about it. So I'm definitely eyeing this. If it goes to this ATR4, that's even better. I think this is a nice area to buy. If you wanted to do a nice stop loss, you could just do it slightly under. Let's say if it goes under, about 8%, I would say, okay, that's a nice stop loss, or, something like this. It's a nice stop loss. Because you don't want to make it too tight, because if it breaks the support and it just does a false breakout to do stop losses and then comes back up, you'll see that happens a lot. But this is definitely a nice setup here. I'm definitely eyeing it. Congrats who got this at this ATR4. If you guys know my system, that's what I look for. Time distance away from the EMA 5. We had that time distance. Bam! We hit the ATR4 on my Keltner channel. That's extremely oversold. Where do we go? We take the bounce effect, 10 to 20% gains. Take that 10% profit right here on the EMA 5. It gives you 30%, and then it now just kind of consolidates here. This is just a classic pattern that I really love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days, a whole week of just consolidating. I love to see this pattern because it's amping up to hit this 20 here, in my opinion. What's the volume? Volume's pretty good. We're in the millions. We're still maintaining nice, stable volume. So I think this is a great setup. I approve of this setup. I'm very bullish. I'm looking probably to get into some of this. Does not meet my total criteria of hitting this green band, but it doesn't have to always hit that. I'm basing this more on consolidation, due for EMA 20, and then you can have a pretty tight stop of 8%. It's really not that big of a deal here. I'm really liking it. Or what I'm thinking about doing is letting this, if it does go down, I can start my ad here, and I'll buy more at this ATR4 if it decides to go down that much. It would have to drop 20% to hit this lower band. I'm fine with that. I will have powder ready for that, but I really think this is good. As far as doing a reverse flip, we did one way back here on October for a 1 for 40. So we're good there. We did that reverse split. Obviously, we're well under $1. So what I think is going to happen is we get that pump up to this EMA 20, and we do the next RS probably sometime in here. I know we're going to have to do it. Getting above $1 is probably not going to happen. But follow this strategy. I promise you guys will make tons of money. I've made tons of money on this before. Hitting these lower band touches, making that reversion to the mean to the EMA 5 to 10. Always the 5 is a really nice gain if we're at this lower band here. I'm looking for that EMA 20 here. Realistically, I'll probably take some out at the 10. I probably will. From this area to here is a 26. And I'm only looking for, around 10%. Make 10%, lose 8%, right? It is a nice stop loss. Or I'll probably just re-add here because it's just so overdue. Yeah, I really like that. Also, another thing to note is your K value is 6.06. Anything under 10 is considered oversold. And you can see right in here, if you look at your KDJ here, this is a very important stochastic layer, one of the most important. You can see right here, we had 27. That's way too high. We had 22, we had 15, we had 11, and then we had 7. And then we're finally coming down into that range that I like. So lots of patterns I love. This is looking absolutely good. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and get notified of my alerts, my setup on how I execute these trades, and obviously if you're watching these videos, you guys get a kind of understanding. If you want to join the community, it's very affordable. It's not even going to cost you really a lot. It's just I wish I had this way back in the day instead of just listening to random pumpers chasing things and losing lots of money. But if you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe. If you have an Android, you will have to subscribe on your phone's browser like Google and Safari and not through the app, or just use a computer to subscribe and you'll get it'll also save you money on the iOS fee, and then once you do that, you can use your Android just fine. Avoid scammers. I'll never message you or DM you or trade your accounts. But the easiest way to subscribe is hit day trade alerts right here, and it'll give you access to the day trades and swing trades for only $12 a month. Usually services like this will cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You're going to get signals, entries, and exits straight to your phone to understand why I'm taking a trade, so that way you're following it properly. And then more importantly, you're going to have the knowledge to understand this all. So I'm going to post day trading education videos, swing trading education videos for you guys to watch. But obviously, get the highest tier. It's only $12. I think you guys are gonna love day trading much more. You're in and out. You don't have to hold overnight. You don't have to worry about anything. And you're literally gonna make money every day doing this strategy. It's either do I win or loss. And that's why I say, guys, if you want to make, I have different tiers. If you want to make $1,000 a day, it is not that hard to do it with this day trading strategy. You don't need an insane amount of capital. So that's why I highly recommend day trades. Swing trades, you probably need a little more capital because on plays like this, I like to accumulate because I know this is trading against the trend. I know it's impossible to get the exact bottom. I'm willing to go a little underwater, accumulate, because I know this is going to hit the 20. So that's my analysis. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys take it for how it is. Definitely join click the day trade alerts to get access to everything. You can see here in the server shop, if you want to read the 2 memberships, they're not showing for me, but they'll show for you. And if that's too expensive, you can hit swing trade alerts. It's only $6 a month, but I recommend the day trade alerts, day and swing trading plus. Hope you guys liked this video. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.